Hey guys, it's Black Hat 975 coming at you live, and today I want to talk about mentorship. When I talk about mentorship, I'm thinking about finding someone to direct you to whatever goal you're working on. Um, I decided to cover this topic because it's something that I've been able to use recently. I have a good friend who is very good at weightlifting and done a lot of that, and I've went under their mentorship to learn how to properly, do form and lift the weights correctly and not hurt yourself. And that has been a great benefit to me. Um, I noticed because I was able to find a mentor in the subject that I'm interested in, I'm able to save, tons of time. Just probably about imagine that you found someone who made all the mistakes that you were going to make and said, nah, do it this way, do it this way. That's exactly what a mentor is. Now, you don't have to have one mentor. Um, you can have multiple mentors, but a good mentor can save you time, heartache, struggle, failure, like hurting yourself by trying to do things that you didn't know were the wrong way, right? They can really fill in some of those knowledge gaps for you. That doesn't mean they know everything or that they're even going to stop you from making mistakes. I think a good mentor will let you make a mistake or two and say, see, now you know better. So you got to pay attention to the way I'm telling you to do it. But I think in my situation with weightlifting, I think it's pretty obvious. I found someone who already weightlifted, and I'm learning from them, right? You may need to find out, you know, what you want to learn, and there's a couple of different ways to go about that. Let's say you're interested in business, you may look for books, um, podcasts, YouTube videos from people who are talking about business until you find someone who aligns with the goal that you want to find, and that can take some time. You should also try to look for a mentor in real life. It would be great to have someone in real life, who works with, can work with you hand on hand or give you in real time advice. But just know that that's not necessary. I think the more that you get out of a mentor, is how much you put into it, right? How much you listen to them and pay attention and shut up and like open your ears and be like, all right, they're talking to me about this stuff for the third time. What what do I need to do here? So I think that's a big thing, right? Finding someone that you're willing to understand, listen to, and let guide you, and then letting them do that, right? Of course, now you can you couldn't force it on anyone, and but I think that things like that, working with a mentor, would help you save, plenty of time and give plenty of guidance. And I do think also that you have to understand at some point, um, mentors reach what I would consider maybe the end game, right? I've taught you everything I can teach you. Now you got to go on, right? Like a sensei master kind of thing. Like, all right, you're the strongest you're gonna get with me, man. You got to move on. And I think when that happens, you have to understand that you don't just stop um, learning from people. You learn from new people. You upgrade yourself with the people that you surround yourself with, right? You always hear that, surround yourself with great people. Well, this is why, because you can learn from them. You can learn together. You may teach them something. Um, It's not always a give and take. Sometimes it's a give and give situation. You may bring something to the table and they go, "Oh, I didn't even think about it that way." And they say, "Actually, that's a really smart idea you've come up with." So make sure you're willing to push yourself, not just listen to everything that you're told, but being able to have that guidance can be invaluable, especially in today's world where time is a scarcity. You know, time is all you have. It's the most important thing because once you give it, you can't get it back. So make sure you're using it in a way that's effective and valuable to your goals. And if you're not looking for a mentor or looking at other resources to help you get ahead in the world, I would highly suggest you start doing that. If you've ever Googled anything, you've basically found a mentor in Google. Um, most people most people like to find easier ways to do it. My only word of caution again is just to take the things with a grain of salt. There is a better way sometimes, and you have to be willing to dig for that. And sometimes you have to be willing to butt heads. If something that you believe in does not align with your mentorship, you may have to say, look, this is where I stand. I'm not willing to do that for whatever reason. Let's say you're in sales, and they're like, well, when we do a sale, we tell two lies and a truth. And you go, I don't mind telling the truth, but I hate lying. So, you know, just because it would work in your situation doesn't mean you should compromise your own beliefs to fit the beliefs of someone who's helping you learn stuff. And I think, you know, keeping yourself in line with what you believe at the end of the day is the most important thing. Do understand also that not all mentorships work out. Sometimes you think, oh, this is gonna be perfect, and then it sucks, and you're like, I'm just gonna keep going with it. Don't. If it sucks, it's not for you. Be honest. Honesty is always the best policy. People respect that, and they respect their time, because right, you're giving you their time. And if I spent 2 years with you and I go, I haven't been paying attention for a year and a half. This is terrible. They go, what? Be very upset. But if you're like 6 months and you're like, I don't think it's working, they would be like, I understand. You've given it a try, and maybe this isn't right for you. Completely understood. So make sure you're not wasting their time or your own. And again, finding a mentor can help with a lot of that. They can help you learn things that you didn't even know you didn't know, right? So it's one of those things where they can see a bigger picture than you sort of, and help you get to that next level faster, more efficient, things like that. So definitely look for a mentor, whether it be online um, or personally. Make sure it aligns with your goals. Make sure it follows something that you're interested in. Don't just go, I got a mentor. What does he teach? He teaches businesses. What are you, an art major? It doesn't make sense. So make sure you follow those steps. As far as finding your own mentor, um, it's more of a process. It's more of a look around, see what you see, and then when you find something that clicks, work at it. Go for it. Talk to them. Fill them out. You know what I'm saying? Feel if they're the right person for you. But there's no easy way to find a mentor that's just gonna pop and go, whoop, hey, me, I'll teach you, and that will really align with your goals. So take your time with it. Just be on the lookout for it, right? Focus on yourself, but be on the lookout for people that'll help you find the secret passage to get to the next part of the level, basically, right? That's how I think about it. A little sneak cut, like, hey, look, you can go the hard way, you can go this way. And I think it can be very, very good and very helpful. Now, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes you have to be willing to force yourself to just learn, right? Like, look, no one's going to teach you, how to, fix your car when it's broke down in your yard. You're just going to have to get out there and learn some stuff, maybe YouTube some stuff. YouTube would be your mentor then, right? So I think you have to be willing to push, but there is a good time for asking for help and learning from people. Just don't abuse it and make sure you follow your own path at the end of the day. If this video is helpful, let me know of a time that you've either found a mentor, or let me know of something that you're interested in learning about. Uh, like I said, I'm working on weightlifting and bow fishing. So those are the two things that I'm kind of interested in right now. Of course, with editing for YouTube and stuff like that, I would like a YouTube mentor at some point. So those are my goals over the next couple of weeks for this kind of stuff. Let me know what your goals are, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.